I'ma cut the bitch. I'm a bad bitch. Suck some dick. And then when they did it, I'll cut the bitch. So in this video, I'm just gonna show you how I do my brows because I never do them in my videos. So I have fake freckles on. I know some people don't like them. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you because I like fake freckles a lot. I think they look really cute, and you don't have to finesse people and tell people they're real. Like, you can just be real with people and tell them, nah, they're folk freckles. Folks freckles? Fake folks? I don't know how to pronounce that word, but first things first, I'm going to start off with all of the tools you'll need to achieve a good eyebrow shape. First of all, I like to get a brush kind of like this, like a domed brush, so that I can blend out the concealer, and then I like to take a brush like this with a extremely straight edge so that I could get that precise cleanup. You'll definitely need a spoolie to blend out the beginning part of your eyebrow, like this part right here. I don't know what this part's called. This part's called the tail though. And then the most important step is to get an angled brush. This is just a random angled brush. Any angled brush would do, just make sure that it's super precise, like the one that I have here. It works best if you have a clean angled brush. I don't know why, but it does. My brush isn't clean, but if you like want the best results for your eyebrows, someone's walking by. If you want the best results for your eyebrows, then I recommend using a clean angled brush. Shit. Some of the more obvious things we're going to need for this tutorial is obviously a brow product. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in the shade medium brown because chocolate brown is a little too warm, and then there's like other darker brown ones. But I like to have my brows a little bit lighter than my hair, and this is really pigmented anyway, so it ends up turning into like the exact shade of my hair, which my hair is brown, not black. People tell me my hair is black all the time, and it's not. Another thing that I like to use for my brows is concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade. Okay. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Treasure. Shut the fuck up. In the shade Treasure Natural. You could use the Tarte Shape Tape, you can use the Maybelline Fit Me, you can use any concealer you prefer. I like using a concealer with a drier formula just because it's easier to work with and it's not so slippery and slidey. I also recommend doing your eyebrows before your face makeup. I know a lot of people are against that, but the reason why you should do your eyebrows before your face makeup is because if you lay on all your face in your base makeup, the skin around your eyebrow is going to be slippery and it's going to be harder for you to fill them in correctly and for you to clean them up correctly. I started off with my base today because I wasn't thinking, but it's fine. Either way, it'll be fine. It's just gonna look a little better if you do your eyebrows before your base makeup. Yes, we need a concealer. I usually use this one or the Tarte Shape Tape, and then this step is optional if you'd like. I'd recommend using a brow gel. This is the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. I don't get the whole point of... Treasure, you wanna be in the video? I don't get the whole point of this being called a gel mascara. This is a brow gel. Clear mascara does absolutely nothing, so I use this as a brow gel. Also, this is only $3. It's going to start to look like shit in a tube after a while, and you'll get to notice that. But literally, it's only $3, so it doesn't matter anyways. Before we start, let's talk about cleanup, though. For my eyebrows, I don't get my eyebrows waxed that often, just because it's a hassle. It's not that expensive. It's like $9 or $10, and if you want to give them a tip, which is the polite thing to do, like $12, $13, and that's not expensive. It's just like... For me, it's just a hassle going back to the lady to get my brows done, and I haven't found a lady that I like, or a man that I like anyone actually that I like, that does my eyebrows the way I like them. I like them to be thick as possible. That's just my preference. If you like your eyebrows thinner, get your eyebrows thinned or threaded. I haven't tried getting my eyebrows threaded yet because I'm scared, but I like to clean up my eyebrows at home. You could do the whole nair thing, but that's kind of scary. You can end up burning your skin if you're not doing it correctly and if you're not following the directions. Or you can end up taking your eyebrows off completely if you mess up. So I haven't tried doing the nair process or whatever. I just like to get a facial razor, and I like to clean up around my eyebrows right here in the middle. I like to clean them up around and right here where I grow the most hair. I also like to shave my face too with the facial razor though. You don't want to use like a leg razor like that you would use on your body because it's not precise enough and it might be a little too rough for your skin and give you razor bumps, but the facial razor works really well for cleaning up your eyebrows. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start with filling them in. As you can see, this is what I'm using. The only thing about this Anastasia stuff is that it dries out fucking quick. It dries out so quick, and I always have to put something in it to like salvage it because this little tube of eyebrow product is 20 bucks. Elf has a brow pomade that you can get for like 3 bucks, and if you don't want to like splurge and grab this thing, I recommend you get that one. You can try a pencil out. I started off my brows with pencil and then like progressed slowly to the pomade, and it took me a while to get a hang of this. So the key is just to practice to get your eyebrows to look good. What I like to do is I like to get my angled brush and the brow product, and I like to just literally dip it in like lightly and to scrape off the excess on the side of the tube. I'm gonna get a little closer, up close and personal. Sorry if I look weird, it kind of look like stupid without my eyebrows. And the background is ugly, so. Before you do anything, I recommend brushing out your eyebrows. So I'm just going to literally brush up my hairs just like this. So once I do that, I go in with my angled brush, and you want to completely avoid this front. Do not start filling in your eyebrows right here. You want to avoid the beginning of your eyebrow and start about right here. From there, I just follow my natural hairline. And if the natural hairline isn't to my desired liking, I'll fill in sparser areas. I literally started directly at my hairline, and that's what it looks like. See, all of that sparseness we're gonna fill in. I like to get a little bit more product on my brush, and once again, we're gonna avoid this beginning part of the eyebrow completely. That is the step we'll save for absolute last. Right now, we're just gonna focus on the tail and the middle of the eyebrow. If you grab too much product on your brush, do not go in right away. That's gonna F it up and make them look really thick and dark and fake. I like to just scrape off the product, just like that. We're gonna do the exact same thing we did with the top, just line the natural hairline and avoid the beginning of the brow. If I need to do a fake arch, it depends on how well I end up cleaning my eyebrows with the facial razor, because sometimes I accidentally nick off my arch because I'm like hurrying and rushing with it. But you won't if you're careful, unlike my dumbass. But if I need to fill in the arch, I will, but I will try to round the arch and not make it like this, like a literal angle. You just want to make sure you're rounding out your eyebrow. And then you want to connect those two lines just like that. Now, once you've done that, we're not going to dip back into the pomade. We're just going to take the excess on the brush and light-handedly fill this in, only if you need to. I need to a little. And I'm kind of going to exaggerate where the beginning of my eyebrow actually is and work the product upward. Once you got that, I'm going to fill in the entire brow. Once again, keeping it lighter the closer I get to the beginning of my eyebrow. So you want all of the pigment to be in your tail and a little bit to be right here. So it should go from dark, medium, and light. It also helps if you work your brush upwards to create hair-like strokes. So I get here, I'm gonna get even more light-handed. And I'm just going to brush those hairs up and push that product up. Once you got that set, it's time to clean up the eyebrow. This is the most important part to getting on fleek, very chic, clean brows. If you don't clean your eyebrows, they're not going to look terrible. They're not gonna look great. They're just gonna look like they're there. So I'm gonna take my brush and I'm going to dip it into the product like this. Once again, I don't really like to start with the beginning. I start somewhere right here. And it's hard to talk when I do this, but you basically just want to line right beneath your brow. Then I blend the product. So many people are outside. Okay, it doesn't matter. I blend the product downward like that. And then I'm gonna take the extra product right here and move it towards the front of my brow because that part needs to be cleaned up as well. Once you got that, you can use this brush to buff in the concealer. Sometimes I clean up the top of my eyebrows, not always. The last step is brow gel. I just like to take some of the gel on the wand like this. And I like for the hairs in the beginning of my brow to stick up a bit. So I make them do that. This is really good brow product, by the way. For the price, I recommend it, and it doesn't make your eyebrows hard or crunchy or anything, or doesn't leave like a white cast, like it's completely clear. And now I'm just gonna do the other brow off camera. Get out of my, what the? So yeah, that's, I almost dropped my palette. Okay, so yeah, that's how I get my eyebrows. Thank you guys so much for watching. What is this? I look so cute. Keep on practicing, guys, and they will look better and better as you go on. I'm still working on it. They look decent enough, I guess. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel, or don't if you don't want to. I will see you all in my next one, and yeah, bye. Damn, she's sharp.